Hello! I wanted to come on and make a quick video, or maybe a not so quick video, about something I've been working on. Voila! So I follow this incredible woman on YouTube, the Crafty Organizer. Her name is Noreen Burke. I'm going to leave a link to a description for her channel and a direct link for this type of a thing down below in the description box. But I have been looking for a shelving unit for in front of my desk because of all of that being out on the floor all the time. So ever since I started doing all these crafts for Nana's place and all of those things, I've been running out of space to store stuff of things that I'm working on. I have this thing called a work in progress box, which I didn't even know about until I saw it on another channel. My memory is uber bad, and if I don't have stuff out in front of me, list or no list, I will forget what I'm doing or what I'm supposed to be doing. So I have this work in progress box, and it used to sit right here next to my desk. And when it was just that little box, that work in progress box there, it was fine. But as the crafts got more and the more stuff I got, more things started getting accumulated. So I would have the box there and I would trip over it or I would kick it or whatever. So I started putting it in front of my desk right here. See, there's my desk right there. I would put it in front of my desk. And then I got that box and it went over here. And then I had my glue gun and it went over here. And then I had my paints and I had, and it just kept piling and piling and piling. So I was in the process of looking for a shelving unit, and the Crafty Organizer had made this really cute and stable shelving unit. And I was watching it and I'm like, you know what? I can do that. But me being me, I have to be extra and do this. So I wanted to show what it is. So it's made out of foam board and it's super light. Like, whee! It's really stable too. Not as stable as I would like it, so I do need to make some adjustments to it, but it's made out of 6 sheets of foam board that I got from Dollar Tree. I mean, it's pretty sturdy. I followed her little video pretty much for stability and stuff like that and reinforcing. So what I did is, so this sheet here is a solid panel of foam board as well as this one. And then I taped them and hot glued them and E6000 them together. I cut these sheets from another one, and any of the extra I used down here. I don't know if you can see it well enough. I used it for separate reinforcement, and I hot glued and epoxied this to this base sheet here. And then the side piece, the middle piece, and the other side piece are all one continual support. So it's one piece all the way up to the very top. I do have a few little tips and tricks though if you're going to do this. Definitely, she has this little like little L-shaped thing. It's, I mean, you can do it in any little angle, but it helps you keep your angles straight and your corners straight. And I don't know if you can see, but clearly I don't have one of those. So I would suggest definitely getting one of those. And as you can see right here, there's light coming through right there because the angles aren't, all the cuts aren't even. Also, another thing I suggest is having a solid foundation, because I was doing it on my carpet with a piece of wood on top of it. The wood that I use to do my crafts on is smaller than any of these sheets. So my cuts are all wonky. I don't know if you can see it really well right here. Super wonky, but I don't care because it works perfectly for me. This does not look anything like what she does. Hers looks much better, but I'm very happy with it. Another suggestion that I have is, so when you're doing these, she had actually used hot glue, hot glue and tape, and she did beads of tape or beads of glue, and then she put the tape over it, and I did that as well. I forgot to do it back here, but this is without tape on it and it's holding really solidly. I did a bead across the top, so I just need to tape that up. But packing tape, packing tape, packing tape, packing tape. I have it on the top, I have it on the bottom, underneath here. I have it on every single shelf, and it goes around the side and latches on, so it's really, really secure. Another suggestion I have is I ran out of foam board because I was originally going to put a base down here and connect it through, but I ran out of foam board, so I have to get more of that. And I was short up here, but I actually like this. I'm going to put a piece of foam board here to reinforce it and then reinforce the top. Because my cat, like most animals when you're crafting, have to be all up in your space. And he's a big boy. He's only 13 pounds, but he does make this bow, and he's a little hinky about if he's going to trust it or not. So I feel like if I reinforce this here, and then put a base on, it'll be more stable and he'll be a little bit more comfortable climbing up on it or jumping up on it to get onto my desk to be all up in my space. Another thing is, this is a great one. So because I'm super, super anal about stuff, this sits unevenly. So when I have everything in it and it's against my desk, and I want my computer to be up here, I do this, and then I use these books that I got from Michael's, because otherwise it'll be uneven. But it's not that bad. I'm okay with it. I may end up cutting off a little bit of the bottom. Right now it's okay because there's air going under my computer too. So I did reach out to the Crafty Organizer, Noreen, to ask her if she thought if I could paint it or decoupage it, because I haven't quite decided what I want to do. I'm either going to paint it all black and then put contact paper back here on the backboard and then leave the shelves black. I haven't decided. Or what I was thinking about doing is painting it all black and then decoupaging it with different things. So what I did is I asked her, because this is paper. The outer portion is paper. If you get it too wet, it'll get soggy and it'll compromise the structure of it a little bit. And she said that I'd asked her, did she think it'd be okay? She said she thinks it'll be okay. Just make sure not to saturate the paper portion of the foam board too much, again, because of structural issues. So one of the things that you need to pay attention to if you get your foam board at the Dollar Tree is there's a couple things. They're not all the same size, I found out. They are not all size, meaning squared portion. They're also not all the same thickness. So this one right here is super, super thin. I don't know if you can tell, and this one's thicker. Also something really bizarre. So this one is solid paper, just matte paper on top and bottom. And then this one is glossy for some reason, and then matte on the bottom. And it's also super thick. So those are things to check out, just because if you don't really have a whole lot of choices about thickness, and and they bow. Some of them bow like curve really badly, which is also why I did the support, the additional support underneath, because this one was bowing downward and that one was bowing upward. I figured it was, you know, a good little balance. So yeah, structure wise, she said that if you use decoupage on it or contact paper, it should help the structural sound of it. It should make it a little bit more stable. So I'm not, like I said, I haven't figured out exactly what I'm going to do with it, but I really think I'm probably going to end up painting it and putting contact paper on the back portions here. So I'm going to load this puppy up, and then I will show what it looks like fully loaded. Well, I haven't organized yet. That's next week's project. I'm actually going to organize my entire craft room so that it's a little bit more functional, but this is always going to be my work in progress shelving unit, merbobby thingamabob, inspired by the Crafty Organizer. But this is always going to be my work in progress stuff, or things that I need to get to right away. So yeah. All right, I'll be back. All right, so here we go, all loaded up. Now here's the thing, is that I specifically made this for these things. I'm not sure that these actual baskets are going to live in these spots, but this stuff is what I needed here. So this is my work in progress box right here, that has all the projects that I want to do. That little box there holds all the things that I need for this box over here. Those are my paints. This is, well, like I said, I need to organize next week, but you get the gist of it. These are the things that I need to live here. And kind of, I mean, you can see it's bowing a little bit here. Like I said, I need to structurally make that a little bit more solid, but this is all my nail stuff, and that's heavy as heck, you know? And then over here I have my paints, and paints are really heavy. So what I did is I put, as well as with that, I put it more towards the edge where it's more secure here. So I have a pretty good fair amount of paints in there that it holds up. This also helps give it a little bit more structure against the back of my desk. But when I get the bottom in here, I think it'll help it out a little bit. One of the things that Noreen did that I did not do, and I really regret it now, is she used these pieces of wood. She used a specific name. I don't remember what it was called, but she used pieces of wood in between, sandwiched in between the bracer here and the actual shelving portion of it. And actually that's starting to look, I'm wondering if my cat had climbed up there at one point, because it didn't look like that earlier. Anyways, so I have my glue gun here, easily accessible. I have stuff here, and it's just, I love it. I cannot, it's just the greatest thing. It makes me so happy. Once I get everything all done and finished, I will do a little update on it, on things maybe I've changed. Because of the lip on it, I'm thinking of trimming the bottom down here a little bit so that it sits even with my desk. But that, again, I haven't figured that out yet. So yeah, the Crafty Organizer, check out the link in the description box below, because she is just an amazing woman, and she's so sweet. I felt so honored when she responded to my email when I asked her, because I was super shy about like posting it publicly. So I just sent her an email, and she responded so quickly, and she was so nice, and she's just a dream to listen to. She's got a little chipper attitude. I love her. Anyways, okay, so here we go. This is my shelving unit, inspired by the Crafty Organizer and made out of foam board, and it literally cost me, oh, that's the other thing. So these are 6 sheets of foam board that I got from Dollar Tree, so that was $6. The tape I got from Dollar Tree, that was $1. And the epoxy, well, or not epoxy, E6000 that they call, I think it's, the store brand is Fixall, I believe. I can't remember. All of that was from the Dollar Tree. So it was like $8 total, because I bought a piece of candy. Or did I not? I don't remember. In any case, it was like $8 total that I spent on all of it. The only thing that did not come from Dollar Tree, and that's just because I have a surplus of it, is glue. The hot glue. That's it. But yes, this is my unit, and I love it so much, and I'm so happy. All right, bye.